Today's a very special day. Of course, it's Karyn's birthday. We're going to have time to get a little ride in, and we're going to have a little family party after the ride, or maybe in the evening. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And she's cooking away in the kitchen. What a day this is going to be. This is a pretty special day today. It's Karyn's birthday, and it's a wonderful, beautiful fall day. I'm going to be able to get a nice little ride on the Mt09, and then I hope, when I get back, she will already have made some great tomato sauce or something. She's in there cooking already. But the main thing is we're going to have a little party for her tonight, and we have a cake. And as I pre-flight the bike, I think, boy, it's only been 2 years since she got me the Mt09 for my birthday. Maybe I should get her one for her birthday. The jury might be out on that. Okay, guys, who's going to sing happy birthday to Grammy today? You guys going to all get together and sing happy birthday or not? Now, once the bike is pre-flighted and I'm ready to go, and Karyn had given me a list of things she wanted to do before I left, but it didn't really matter. Working on a farm is what we do best. We cooperate, we get the same thing done, and usually she winds up making herself something cooking or something on the stove while I'm gone, and it has always worked out well in our marriage, and it served us well. And the nice thing is I get to ride every day, as long as I bring in some nice fresh flowers from the garden. Well, we got eggplants today. I don't know if we're going to have a lot of tomatoes though, but we are getting some beautiful eggplants. Tomatoes everywhere. I don't even know which ones are ready to harvest. Now, just like all summer, we've been harvesting something virtually every day. And it's all part of Karyn's plan to keep me alive as long as possible and keep me as healthy as possible so that I can go riding every day. Okay, so while I'm out riding, you're going to make, holy mackerel, that's some big tomato stuff you got there. What is this going to be, tomato sauce?
Tomato sauce, I have to make it. I have so many tomatoes. Wow,
we do have a lot of, well, you look how many you got over there, and this is all from our garden. Wow.
Plus the leftovers in here.
I'm impressed. I'm headed out on the open road. Now, a really cool thing happened on Karyn's birthday, and she's a giant sports fan, especially Mets and Giants. All 4 of the New York teams won on Sunday, and that happens once about every 10 years that all 4 of the teams win on the same day. Amazing, and boy was she happy. These are the populated areas where noise really matters, and there's always people walking dogs and they get scared of your loud noise. How spooky is this? Look at this abandoned property back here. Wow. This is some spooky stuff going on here. Old wooden bridge. Holy mackerel. anytime I get off the beaten path and I look at some of these, I think they're driveways or dirt roads or something, and I kind of wish I had an adventure bike, but you know, with the Michelin 5 tires, going down these dirt roads doesn't seem like a really great choice. But maybe someday I'll have an adventure bike. Now, there are times that I've explored and gone down roads like this. Just took a picture of this to show. And at the end of it, I realized it wasn't a road at all. It was somebody's private driveway. And usually at the end of it, there's a farm or a ranch or something. And the people know what, I'm sure they know what you're doing. And they always wave, and they're pretty friendly. And it's funny how since I've quieted, basically all but one of the bikes has a very quiet exhaust system now, or at least stock. And what a big difference going through these populated areas, and especially with law enforcement, how you really do get away with a lot when they don't know you're coming. Usually somewhere on the ride, or a part of the ride, I'll be thinking about Karyn and thinking about what's she doing back at the house while I'm out here wearing out Michelin 5 tires. And because it was a birthday, I was just thinking, my God, 32 years we've been married, and I couldn't be happier. And I'm thinking how happy Karyn and I have been together, and how happy I am with the collection of motorcycles I've been able to have over the years, and the adventures I've been able to have, but most of all, the great friends I've been able to have through motorcycles. And riding every day and working on motorcycles in a really extreme cold winter, I think that plus eating all the good food that Karyn's made over the years, and I think it all added up that here I am, 77. I'm out on a beautiful day on a beautiful bike. Life is good. And there's always some road that I haven't gone down yet, or haven't figured out that it's somebody's driveway or an entry to a private farm. But if I don't see a sign or it says private property, I'm willing to go exploring. Where till I get my adventure bike? Then I'm going to find out what's at the end of some of these roads.
Now, being honest, it took me 2 years, a little over 2 years, to get this bike exactly the way I wanted it, so I could really have that feeling that it was my own. And I look back at the time I spent and the energy and the money. I could not have made a better investment. This bike is always fun to ride. And what I've really learned from this whole customizing of this bike is how little it takes in terms of getting rid of flat black parts, painting them a shiny color or shiny black. Little details, but boy, there are a lot of them on this motorcycle. There's a ton of details. And up in this area where I ride, it's so eclectic. There's so many double yellow line roads, roads with no line, roads that end up in a dirt road if you continue down them, and roads where you can go through the gears. Some of everything. And that low end torque that this bike has, the quick shifter, the ABS, the fact it gets 50 miles to the gallon, the fact that it hasn't been terrible on tires like some bikes are, and the fact that it's comfortable. The ergonomics fit me to a T. Just perfect for me. Now, I have a definition of what works for me, and when I enjoy a ride, when I enjoy it the most is when I look down the road and I don't see any traffic. I look in the mirrors, I don't see any traffic. And the biggest thing, the Valentine radar detector is not beeping. One of the things I've learned is on these twisty roads there, where a lot of the turns are blind or half blind, is never just assume it's a racetrack. There could be something right around that corner, and you never know. And it's not going to be long, and all of these trees are going to start turning orange and yellow and red, and it's going to be, we are coming up on the most beautiful time of the year to be a rider, and I intend to take lots of pictures and do a lot of riding. One of the things about the Valentine, it lets you know where law enforcement usually hides and puts up these fake traps where they try to get you going 5 miles over the limit. Knowing where they are, even when you're not going over the limit, is always good in your favor. Check this out. And this is why you need a Valentine. Right there, boy, hiding in the shadows like Batman. Valentine, thank you once again. And that radar detector had paid for itself over and over and over. I can't even tell you how many times. And look at that, how they hide in the shadow with a black car. Some of them have unmarked cars. It's just such a cat and mouse game. But the Valentine always is in your favor. Well, I've been thinking about Karyn, thinking about what she's cooking. We're going to have a party with the kids tonight. And they always, it just couldn't be better. Their renovation went so well. And now we get to enjoy it, hopefully for the rest of our lives. And the MT09, after two solid years of working on it, it has turned out to be, well, to me, the pride of the fleet. So the really good news is we had a wonderful day, beautiful temperatures, no chance of rain, even though they said it might rain. Rain on Karyn's birthday. What it did do, it just made for a beautiful ride, a little bit cooler than we had all summer. So it's time to put the bike away and see what Karyn's doing. She was cooking tomatoes this morning when I left. Even on her birthday she works, keeping us alive, and I really appreciate that being alive thing. Is this going to be tomato sauce?
It will be in a few minutes.
In a few minutes. Oh, it was a nice ride today. Beautiful. Beautiful. A true birthday ride. So later that night, we celebrated Grammy's birthday. And as you can imagine, the family gathered around. They all wanted to have a piece of this cake. And she opened up some gifts from the kids, some gifts from Miles, a handmade card, among other things, and this night just turned out to be great. Of course, singing happy birthday, always the high point of the night, but anytime we get the family together now in the newly renovated house, boy, and we went through a lot to get that house renovated, a good family project. Birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Grammy. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Blow the candles out. Hooray! Oh! Yay! Did you make that card, Miles?
Yes, I did.
Oh. You painted that, Miles?
It's violet.
You painted that? And violets are blue. Yay!
That's beautiful.
Hey! So the day ended after we all ate. That cake was delicious, by the way. And I think I ate 4 to 5 times the normal amount, but that's about par for the course. I'll have to starve myself tomorrow. Anyway, but I will have to get more exercise riding a motorcycle. So tomorrow I'll plan out an even more aggressive ride. And any day I can get a ride in, have a family party, and it's a sunny day, and everybody's happy, and I don't know how to put it in a bottle, but I think that's what I always like my life to be about, and some great friends. Now I call it my humble bike collection. All my life I wanted to have one bike from every 10-year period that I've been involved in motorcycling, and that's basically 60 years. And toward the end of my life here, it looks like I've accomplished that, and I've been able to ride the wheels off of these bikes and wear out tires, and it has kept me busy. It has kept me in whatever shape I am in. I'm not sure what shape I'd be in if playing checkers was my hobby. But this has been, all these bikes have been one thing, a labor of love. So if you enjoyed the video, I hope you share it with your friends. And of course, I hope, most of all, that we'll see you tomorrow. And thanks again for watching.